What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Gathering Hall. This is not an episode. This is a discussion. Unfortunately, one that I didn't want to have to make, one that I didn't want to have to go negative on, but I just got back from the screening of the Mario Bros. Movie, and I thought we should probably talk about that. I mean, what can be said? At this point, I'm not quite sure, so I need some help with this. Thankfully, I was incorrect. And, that guy that you can't see. There he is! Oh no! There he isn't! There he is. There he isn't. What the hell? Hold up, I gotta figure this out.
It wouldn't be a stream without technical
Oh my god, what is that? Oh. Of course we can't just talk about this, you know, because I have to go to bed. Ugh. It did it again, Brandon.
Oh no.
Brandon, you're zoomed really far in. Oh my god. What is happening right now? Why are you so where did you go? Brandon, come back. Oh, all right, I'm just gonna delete your camera and re-add it, I guess.
Wouldn't be a stream without technical difficulties.
Right? Come on, man.
And here we are trying to get all serious.
Here I am trying to do
because this is a very important topic and close to our heart.
I'm trying to do a bit and everything's just fucking breaking. Ugh. Okay. So now I need to add. Why are you on top of everything, Brandon?
I'm just really dedicated to my work.
Dedicated to your work?
I'm sad you don't get my pun. Or my joke.
No, get better puns.
You're
I
right.
think 350 and 350.
I gotta dumb it down.
There we go. And back in your corner you go. Alright. Here we are. Like I was trying to say before things just quit working and everything broke.
Yeah, hold on.
What? What am I holding on for?
Oh, you continue. I'm just getting back into my dejected position.
Oh yeah. The Mario movie was terrible. It was terrible, dude. It was so bad. And I literally couldn't stop smiling the entire time. I'm still smiling. So, Brandon, hold on. Before we get too... Oh man, I'm just a mess right now.
I'm really glad you didn't ruin the joke.
Hold on. Hold on.
Saying this was a bit.
Spoilers in this discussion.
Hey. Yes. I mean, how in depth do we want to go is the question.
We're gonna talk about it, but I need to.
We need to
just get everything
preface
set
that
up.
It is spoiled.
Center. That's not the right button. Close, but not quite. Center horizontally. There we go.
We're doing it at 7:30 Friday.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
That would have been. That's good to know. I'm going to be in pain at 7.
Center horizontal. There we go. Okay, so now nobody should come in here and say, "Oh, you're spoiling."
We will even say one last time. There will probably be spoilers because we are going to talk about our uh, uh
We're gonna go through the movie and talk and discuss the movie. So
in
obviously
detail.
there is going to be spoilers ahead. This is your warning for anybody that might watch this on demand or anybody that might come into the stream at this time. You have been warned. There's a big warning at the bottom of the screen. It says spoilers in this discussion. There you go. So, Brandon, how did the movie open up?
The movie opened up with Mario and Luigi having a fantastic commercial.
The commercial was so good, though.
I can't remember what part of it was my favorite.
The commercial?
Yeah. It was near the end,
So,
but I can't remember it specifically, since it was at the beginning of the movie.
yeah, fair enough. I can't remember what my favorite part of the commercial was either, other than the fact that it was just kind of cheesy. So, Chris Pratt, before we actually get into what happens in the movie, everybody obviously talked a whole bunch of shit on Chris Pratt and his voice that he was going to do, right? Well, what did you think of his voice?
Okay. So, I will be the first to admit I was wrong. Chris Pratt in that movie does very well. The settings and everything that happens really explains and allows you to really appreciate the voice much more than you would without the context.
Yeah, my opinion on it is pretty similar. I went into it cautiously optimistic. That's the word I will use to describe my feelings towards his voice. My initial impressions weren't great, but I was hoping that, as turns out the case was, I was hoping that the movie played out in a way that his voice fit. And it did. It fit the character, it fit the setting. And he doesn't, it's not just Chris Pratt either. He actually does have like a Brooklyn accent that he's doing. And it sounds pretty good. But the reason I brought up Chris Pratt's voice, other than the fact that it was a pretty hot topic there for a while, in the commercial that we were talking about, he does like the traditional Mario voice. And that sounds really good too. So I have a pretty strong suspicion that Chris Pratt went into the audition for the Mario role doing Mario's voice. And they were like, no, we don't really want that. So I have a feeling that came straight from Nintendo. It wasn't like a decision that the directors made or that Chris Pratt himself made.
Well, it has to be, because Nintendo was literally, everything had to go through Nintendo.
Right. So, it just works, though. I mean, it's like Fallout 76. It just works.
Pretty like stunning shows, my people buy money flows, it just works. Anyways. So I was a lot of people. I was very, I'd just say unhappy with Chris Pratt. But again, that was without context because Mario is not Italian in this universe, so therefore him having an Italian accent. I mean, he
is absolutely Italian.
He is Italian, but he's not raised in Italy.
No,
he's raised in Brooklyn, so he has a Brooklyn accent, and it's showing that makes it a lot better than like the trailers portray.
There were also, I think, a lot of the voice clips they used in the trailers weren't even in the movie. You know what I mean? Like the scene where the fish or the Cheep grabs his face, he's like, "Ah, get it off, get it off, get it off, get it off."
That didn't happen.
That wasn't in the movie. So I think what we saw
were outtakes.
Well, not necessarily outtakes, but definitely not the takes for the official movie. Which, why would they release it like that? That's so strange. But it's also a very Nintendo thing to do, I guess. But yeah, it was his voice was fine. So yeah, the movie opens up. We're in Brooklyn, and my first reaction was, "Oh, we're gonna spend half the movie waiting to get to the Mushroom Kingdom." Not the case.
Well, before we continue, my first reaction was, so let me give a little bit of history on some things before we continue. I'm not a big fan of Illumination. I'm not a huge like advocate for their animations most of the time because I know how lazy they are. And I mean,
I don't agree with that statement.
they're
The writing, sure.
their writing and their animation, like their like models look good, but if you look at their previous works,
When you look at anybody's previous works,
Well,
it's
no-
gonna get worse as you go back.
no, like look at Sing, and they reuse models, they reuse a lot of things. It's just like I don't know. I
Yeah,
like
we don't see eye to eye
well
on this one.
again. let me finish my
all right, yeah, finish.
thing. So, anyways, so when the movie started up, and after the trailer, I started looking in the background, and I started seeing a major amount of little Easter eggs and little things, and I was quite impressed with their work ethic in this movie.
Is your thing done?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't agree with you saying that they're lazy. Like, I've always thought Illumination's movies looked pretty damn good. Like, even the original Despicable Me still holds up and looks really nice. My issue with Illumination actually comes from their writing. You know, I'm not a huge fan of fart jokes. So, you know,
Yeah, we won't
Minions
see
Minions
eye to eye on that.
aren't for me. That is for sure. And I was afraid going into this that they were going to try to make like the Koopas or something. You know,
Like another meme-ish.
yeah. And thankfully that's not the case at all. So yeah, they were, I think, because Brianna came to me with the same kind of concerns. She was like, oh man, it's Illumination. They could have gone with any other studio. The movie is gorgeous. I would say it's probably the best looking animated movie I've ever seen. And then they showed a trailer for another Illumination movie coming out.
I don't agree with that.
Which one do you think looked better?
Wally looks a lot better in my opinion.
You need to go watch Wall-E again. It actually looks quite dated. It still looks really good, but it's dated.
It holds up still.
Specifically, the lighting in Wall-E looks pretty dated.
But like, I don't agree that Mario look like I don't agree with that at all. But we're not here to here to have debates.
Doesn't matter because you're wrong and I'm right.
No, you're not.
Anyways, they showed another Illumination movie that's coming out that looks even better as far as visuals go. It's like migration.
It's about
ducks. It's not Duck Hunt. It should have been Duck Hunt.
But anyways, we're not here to like talk continue about Mario.
Right. They were in Brooklyn. What happens next, Brandon?
Why do I have to keep going?
Because I am multitasking.
Anyways, I'm just gonna like Brooklyn. It's not all super important. Basically, Mario's commercial is not really working out. Everyone thinks he's a joke, and so is Mario and Luigi are jokes, and they quit their original like mechanic job or plumber job.
They were originally plumbers under this guy named Spike, which
I'm just not 100% sure if that's true because he looked more like a mechanic. But anyways, besides the point, they quit Spike's job
to open their own company.
to open their own plumbing business. They don't get anything. Eventually, they get a job for a really rich person. But Luigi accidentally breaks a dog's bone. The dog attacks them. They flub up their job due to the dog's aggression, destroying the bathroom that they're fixing.
Yeah, they completely wreck that bathroom, dude.
Mario, the family goes, and they're basically everyone but the mother tells Mario that he's a failure.
Yeah, he's like, Dad, what did you think? I think you're a failure.
And you're taking your brother down with you.
Yeah, it's actually really sad.
That happens, and then Mario sees that there's like a valve breaking and flooding Brooklyn. He's like, we need to go solve that.
Okay, so one question I actually had, and I wonder if you had the same question.
Sure.
But what the fuck was... Okay, so when they go to fix this giant main leak that's happening in the middle of Brooklyn, they go down into the sewers, and they're crawling across this pipe, and the pressure breaks the pipe, and the pipe swings like on a pendulum, like down and hits a wall, and they go through this brick wall into this like giant fucking pipe room, right? And that's where they find the pipe that leads to the mushroom. What was that doing there? Who built that and why was it there?
I had the same thing, but my biggest question, I don't know if you had this one. It's a little jumping ahead, but how did Baby Peach get there? It was behind a fucking wall.
I wonder if maybe that's something they'll, because they definitely sequel bait. So I wonder if that's something we'll see in a sequel.
I doubt it, because Peach says she doesn't remember.
Well, they have to go back. Well, we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah. So anyways, back to it. They go, like he says, they go fix it. They go into the sewers. They try to reach it, but the valve, like, pressure exceeds its thing, so the pipe they're on breaks. They pendulum swing, destroy the wall, and they find the pipe. Luigi is, like, looking at the green pipe. Mario's looking around. The pipe sucks Luigi in, and Mario's like, Luigi? And then he gets sucked in, and then, as is in the trailer, they get separated. Mario goes to Mushroom Kingdom, and Luigi goes to Bowser's land, which is called the Badlands.
Poor Luigi in this movie.
They didn't do Luigi any favors.
Luigi was,
I think that's my
the punching bag of this
second
movie.
biggest criticism about this. They had nothing for Luigi in this movie.
Yeah, that killed me.
Yeah, they like, but we're again. So Mario's like, hey, yeah, yo, my brother went into this dark lava pipe.
Yeah, so he gets spit out in the Mushroom Kingdom, right? And Toad finds him.
It shows it in the trailer.
It's like the trailer. So Toad finds him, and he's like, "Oh, you know, there's only one person that can help you. It's the princess." So they go to the castle, and Mario is immediately assaulted by Toad guards, which is kind of hilarious to me. And the princess saves him, and she's like, "Oh my God, you're a human!"
Well, the princess is just like, release him.
Yeah, she's excited that he's a human.
And then she's like, but you're so short.
Yeah,
I was really hoping she'd make a thing about Luigi being taller than Mario.
Yeah, that's something. That was like a running gag that Mario was short and little.
But then Peach is like, hey, yeah, he's like, let me go with you, because Peach is like, if we unite with the Kong Kingdom, we can stand up to Bowser, because they have the greatest military might in the world.
Yeah,
and
so Peach and the Toads are aware that Bowser at this point, because that's actually how the movie opens, is Bowser stealing the star
from the penguin people.
Yeah, so that trailer, or the scene you see in the trailer where Bowser's attacking the penguins, that is literally the first scene in the movie.
You don't even see Mario before you see Bowser.
Yeah.
So anyways, they're like, yeah, the only thing that could stop him is the Kong army, but the cranky king won't let anyone. And so Peach is like, I'll go. And Mario's like, I need you to help me save my brother. She's like, if you could pass this obstacle course, you can go too.
And obviously he does not, because he sucks.
And then he spends the entire night and nearly masters it by the end. But she's like, oh, you got close enough. Let's go.
Yeah, so Princess Peach in this movie is actually a straight up badass. All right, dude, it's already 9:30, so we can't do a play-by-play.
I don't know why you were wanting to.
Because I'm excited about it. I wanted to talk about it, but I got to go to bed pretty soon. So
I'll just go over some of my favorite things about the movie, and then you can go over some of your favorite things. So my favorite character was Bowser. Jack Black does a mean Bowser. They took a way more violent tone than I was expecting.
Yeah,
like
they very much did.
They use words like kill. Bowser like looks at Luigi and is like, I can't wait to see how strong he is when I kill his brother in front of him. And then just literally throws Luigi like he's a sack of potatoes.
Throws him like he's dirt.
The Luma is like a depressing.
Yeah, so
pessimist.
There's this Luma that's stuck in Bowser's dungeon. And it's like all the little penguins from the opening of the movie are there too. And this Luma is just like this soulless void of misery. But it's got like the cutest little voice ever, right? So it starts talking about how the only thing that there is left is death.
The mercy of death.
The cold embrace of death.
Yeah, it's great. And then like when they're being all sacrificed at the end, he's like, finally, mercy. It was my second favorite character. I loved the Luma. But no, one of the best scenes in my opinion of the entire movie And
is it Bowser's piano ballad?
And you'll see it on YouTube here real soon, I bet you. Is Bowser's whole plan is to get the power star, or I think they call it the superstar. Not to use it, but to use it to propose to Peach.
He's trying to impress Peach.
And then one of the scenes is him sitting at a piano and singing about his love for Peach. And it is beautiful.
Absolutely fucking hilarious too.
It is 10 out of 10 IGN in my
No,
opinion.
it is seriously really funny. Like I almost fell out of my chair laughing.
The movie has a good balance between being serious and being
Yeah, Marvel. You can learn something
comedic.
from Disney or from Nintendo.
They also kind of alluded to maybe more Nintendo themed movies because Peach is like, there's a whole multiverse out there. And
Well,
I'm like,
what she says was, she says there are many galaxies.
many universes, I think. Something like that. Anyways, it's not like she kind of alludes to the fact that there might be more Nintendo movies. And I'm hoping, I would love to see like a hardcore Metroid movie. It would be
Is happening right now.
phenomenal. But then like so those were like really good. Like Bowser, every scene Jack Black and he steals. He is just such a character. He has so much charisma as any character he plays.
Yeah, Bowser was definitely my favorite character in the whole movie. Bowser's my favorite Mario character to begin with. I have a huge Bowser plushie over there. You can't see it. It's on top of the arcade machine.
I can pull it down real quick.
You can just point the camera at it. Yeah, there he is. Build-A-Bear Bowser.
But so those were the things I liked about the movie. You got anything else you want to add?
The pacing.
Well, no, I was doing positives first. And then we're gonna go
Okay,
negative.
we're doing positives first.
Yes.
So, positives. The writing, very good. The jokes, I don't think there was a single joke they told that fell flat for me. I'm trying to think of any, but I can't off the top of my head think of any that were like, ugh. You know how in a lot of animated movies, like sometimes it just, something is said that just makes you roll your eyes? I never really had that.
I think the only thing I didn't... Well, again, that's a negative, so I'll wait. When it comes to story writing.
So yeah, the writing was pretty solid. The Easter eggs, there were so... Like, this movie was made by people that you could tell actually cared. Like, there were just so many little details added, completely unnecessarily, and it's not done in a way that's like gonna alienate people that aren't huge Mario fans. But
like
it's
the glass Joe that you see in the very beginning of the movie.
yeah, it's not, and it's not just Mario fans too. That's what I was gonna say next. Is it's just Nintendo stuff all through this movie, and it's really cool to see. Like, I think we saw Punch Out for sure.
Yeah.
I saw Duck Hunt.
Yep.
I'm trying to think. Obviously Donkey Kong, and tons of Mario references. Any others though?
I don't think so. I didn't see much besides those. Yeah.
Brandon, I hate this level.
So any, do you got any more positives?
Animation was beautiful.
I can agree
Brandon
with that.
Brandon doesn't think it's very good looking apparently.
I think it's good look. I just don't think it's the most beautiful animation movie I've ever seen beautiful.
I literally can't think of one that I think looks better, but so you say.
Agree to disagree.
We'll have to.
Oh, that's all I can say.
Well, I guess we'll have to. I don't know, dude. You got any other positives? Hello, Mariella.
Mariella Lobos?
Mariella, welcome to the stream. Good to see you.
Well,
Just so you know, we are discussing spoilery stuff for the Mario movie, so if you haven't seen it and you plan on doing so and want to avoid spoilers, this is not the stream for you. However, I do appreciate you coming and saying hi. If you don't care about spoilers, hey, you're welcome to stay.
yeah. More the merrier. I liked how they did the power-ups in the movie.
I mean, they worked just like they do in the games.
Yes.
Which is... Okay, so yeah, I'm going to agree with you, because in a lot of movies, when they do power-ups from games and stuff, it's done differently. In this, they literally work exactly the way they do in the games.
And the fact that anyone can use the power-up.
Yeah, we got to see fire Flower Donkey Kong.
Which I didn't know was in the thing, but I said to Matthew when Donkey Kong first appeared, and he was like, "Oh, I've scattered power-ups everywhere." I was like, "I want to see a Fire Flower Donkey Kong."
You did. You literally said that. And then they did a Fire Flower Donkey Kong. I hate this level, Brandon.
So anyways, like, I liked that. I liked the diversity of powers and how they were used as well.
Yeah. I'm glad they didn't go, like, too heavy with the power-ups. Like, I'm glad they saved some.
Well, I guess, like, they made a joke about the cape power-up, but they never used the cape power.
No, but he did get the Tanuki flower, or the Tanuki leaf.
Leaf, yeah.
Which, that was pretty cool. Obviously, the Tanuki suit is an iconic Mario staple, so I wasn't surprised to see it. But I was honestly, a little surprised to see the ice flower show up.
And for her to play such a major role. By the way, Peach, like we said, it was badass, but she literally like, fights Bowser's army by herself for a bit.
And pretty much wins.
Until the Bomb King explodes, which she causes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, also, the Bomb King and King Boo show up.
The Bomb King is dead, though.
Which is
Peach straight up killed that guy. She did, too. She blew his ass up.
But, yeah, so... Also, the Jack Black portrayal of the jealousy of Mario is amazing. But other than that, do you got anything else? I think that's about it.
For positives?
Yeah. I only have a few negatives.
I only have really the one.
I got 3.
Hence the reason. So
one's more nitpicky.
For verdict, I gave it a 9. Brandon gave it a 8. So we'll go 8.5, I guess.
I gave it a 9.
Oh, I thought you gave it
Brianna
an 8.
gave it an 8.
Brianna gave it an 8. Okay, so we gave it a 9. So what are your nitpicks? Because that's what these basically are. They're nitpicks, at least for me.
Well, the pacing one I think is probably the biggest in terms of like detriment to the movie. Things happen really, really fast because there's a lot to happen in the time frame of the movie.
Yeah.
So like,
I mean, that being, hold on, before we get further into that being said, it's not like this is us looking for things, and it's really not that bad.
It's not like terrible, but it is something to mention.
Yeah.
In my opinion. So anyways, so pacing, like if you watch it, you'll understand what we mean. It's like 1 minute they're doing this, and the next minute they're already over here.
Like I actually thought there was gonna be a whole nother
movie with how much stuff.
A whole nother act of the movie.
Oh, I gotcha.
When
I thought there was a whole nother movie.
Like when Bowser actually separates Peach and Mario, I literally thought that was gonna be like a whole nother act of the movie. And,
no,
it wasn't.
It kind of gets solved in one scene.
Yeah.
So, like, pacing-wise, it could have been better, but again, for what you get your money's worth. I'm just gonna go with, because we were talking about writing, so there was one thing that I did roll my eyes on, and it was the scene where Bowser attacks
Hold up. SMG, what's good, my guy?
What's up?
Just so you know, we are discussing the Mario movie and all of its spoilers.
And I'm getting to like heavy spoilers right now.
So if you are wanting to go into that movie blind, or if you have not seen it yet, just this is your spoiler warning.
But if y'all want to hear our opinions, continue watching.
What that dork said.
So anyways, there was one writing thing that like they could have, in my opinion, done better, which was the part where Bowser attacks Peach's castle. And she's like, I'll never marry you. And he attacks Toad. And she's like, fine, I'll marry you. I don't know. I've always hated that trope.
Yeah.
It's not a huge nitpick because it's like a 10 seconds. But I don't know. Like, if we're talking about like nitpicky things, I'd rather them not have gone that route. He could have kidnapped Princess Peach like he does in the games. It forced the marriage.
I suppose he could have, but I was fine with the route they took.
So, in my last nitpick, they did my boy Luigi dirty.
They really did.
Luigi literally does jack until the very end, and like, his natural skills are absurd. Apparently, I don't know. Like like Luigi does nothing. Luigi literally sits in a cage the entire movie.
Yeah, pretty much from the moment that they get to the Mushroom Kingdom,
Luigi's in a cage.
In a cage. There is a pretty cool scene with Dry Bones and Luigi. That was neat to see. Also,
Yeah.
the implications on Dry Bones is kind of disturbing.
I talk about with what I said.
I mean, yeah, that's what I was alluding to when I said, Brandon, that's kind of messed up. But
Oh, especially since they actually show it happen.
oh yeah, Bowser straight up murders one of them.
Turns into a dry bone.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I hate.
Fries him to bits. But yeah, like, no, I recommend watching it, SMG. It was a pretty good movie considering everything. You have to remember, like, Nintendo was basically breathing down Illumination's back the entire movie, like the entire
Yeah,
production.
Shigeru Miyamoto was an executive producer on it.
And you know he wouldn't put out anything super terrible.
Well, I have no love for Shigeru Miyamoto, if I'm being honest.
But anyways, like, but yeah, like, Luigi literally does nothing. I was really hoping, like, there's a whole scene where, like, Koopa Copter's flying up. I was hoping Luigi would break out and, like, fumble into a prison escape during, like, this major battle on the Bowser ship.
But that doesn't happen.
Luigi
just stays in a cage and is basically the damsel in distress.
Until literally at the
He
very
literally
end.
takes the role of Peach in
Yes.
this movie.
Yeah, I don't know, like, I'm disappointed because, like, Luigi literally has no limelight in this movie, and it's sad for me.
He does save Mario, I guess. In the last fight with Bowser, he does save Mario.
Oh,
Gotta give him his props, Brandon.
when he could have done so much more. I don't know, like, he saves Mario by using a super cover, and then the only reason he's useful in the last fight is because of the superstar. I don't know, like, I feel like they could have done more and could have made it like a more intrigue with him doing a prison break kind of thing. But I'm just hoping that if they do a second one, that that's rectified, because you didn't know this was here?
I forgot this was here.
I knew this was here. But yeah, that's at least my nitpicks on the movie.
Yeah, other than the pacing, and I guess that's just kind of the fact that I wanted more of the movie, so that should tell you something. You know, I wanted to see more. I just didn't want it to end. So this fucking guy needs to die, dude.
Also, the ending scene, the first ending scene, there's two.
Yeah, there are 2 after credit scenes, so if you go to see it in theaters, stick around to the very, very end. You get a nice little surprise. That
Yeah,
we will not spoil.
No, I will not spoil the ending scene, but the first ending scene, man, I loved it. Second ending scene was pretty good too, but nowhere near as good in my opinion.
Yeah, that's the one that actually alludes to sequel stuff.
Yeah, the second one alludes to sequel. The first one's just like, hey, here's a bit more kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know, like, I recommend you go watch it because it's a good Mario movie.
It's a fantastic Mario movie. Like, I wouldn't use the word good to describe it. I would say it was a pretty fantastic movie. I enjoyed every minute of it.
I did too. There wasn't a single moment that like was like dull or dragged on. So yeah, like it's definitely one that I think is a must watch. Especially if getting more support out there gets more Nintendo movies with this type of more of a serious tone to it.
Yeah, that was the other thing that we had discussed on the way home was they didn't shy away from the violence, nor did they shy away from things like saying they were just going to kill characters off. Like a lot of animated movies are afraid to say stuff like that.
We'll put you out of your misery, or you know, something along the lines of like.
But they don't straight up use the word kill.
No, like we'll defeat you, or your reign ends here. Not we're going to kill you. But that is literally stated in the movie. Bowser's like, I'm going to kill you in front of your brother.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that was...
Oh, completely fucking skipped out on the fact. Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong.
Oh, yeah, perfect casting.
He was perfect. Like, I knew he was going to be perfect because I know what Seth Rogen's voice sounds like, and I could just picture him as Donkey Kong, and I had been telling these guys, yeah, Seth Rogen's going to be great. I knew Jack Black was going to be good as Bowser, and I knew that Seth Rogen was going to be really good as Donkey Kong.
The only
and
one
I
we
was
were
not wrong.
really questioning was Chris Pratt, and he did bring the heat. So
Yeah, his lines were delivered well. He played his part. Brandon, I hate this.
anyways, is that the end?
Yeah, verdicts, like I said, I
9
give
out
it
of
a
10.
9, he gives it a 9, so we give it a 9 out of 10. The only thing we could say is the pacing, really.
All that
And-
and 2 more.
And Brandon and his...
Did my boy Luigi wrong?
And the fact that he thinks it's an ugly movie.
Are you gonna start pulling a Brianna on me now? That one here, and I'm gonna have to spend the next 2 months on this.
That's right, son.
Okay. I've dealt with it before. I'll deal with
I
it
wish
again.
SMG Mario could join. Well, dude, this is this stream is not gonna last. Like, I think we're actually probably done. I gotta go to bed. I just wanted to kind of share our thoughts on the movie and discuss it a little bit on stream. I don't like skipping days on streaming either, so I wanted to get something on the channel.
And I even had the day off because we were going to watch the movie. Matthew apparently didn't know that.
No, I put on the community post that Brandon doesn't get to watch it.
And then I commented, I am though.
Brandon, I hate this
So-
level.
Well, you don't gotta do it anymore. Stream's over.
I'm gonna, after I get this star, that's where we're gonna stop. It's at the top of this stupid snowman.
Persistent. You never know when to quit.
Okay, the stupid penguin's gonna walk across
I'm
here.
disappointed in you, Matthew.
Why?
Disappointed.
Why are you disappointed?
I said you never know when to quit.
It turned its head!
Of course it did. You
Oh,
wanna end the stream yet?
you blown my hat off, bro.
It's not Cappy. I don't need your hat.
Actually, yes, you do. You take more damage, and I don't think you can get power
We
ups.
need a Mario speedrun hatless %. They got the blindfold.
Why did we need 2 snow levels, dude? Why?
They got the blindfold run. Now we need the hatless run.
If you don't get the run up to this correct, dude, it's so annoying.
On the 17th, probably.
I will see you on the 17th, probably. I mean, I'll probably be here.
Depending on the day, I might be here. I don't know what the 17th is.
I know that this Friday, that's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah, we shall. I guess I'll advertise that. Since
Well, I'll do it before I end the stream.
I'll advertise it now though, because I need something to do. So this Friday we have reached 500 subscribers, and I mean it's up out there on the top. But at 7:30 Central U.S. time, we have decided to reward you amazing people by
Dude, this penguin is the biggest trolling fuck bitch on the face of the planet.
we have decided to in appreciation. One of our first videos on this channel was eating the world's hottest chocolate bar.
I hate this so much.
So we've decided to do something similar. We're going to do the one chip challenge. Do we have any special rules or anything that we're doing?
So I don't know if there's any actual rules in the chips themselves for this challenge.
You want to see who lasts
Yeah,
longer
because
without
I'm
milk?
going to Paradiddle Key, Florida. That sounds freaking awesome. I like to go to Florida. And this is ice.
You want to quit?
I'm done. I'm done. We'll get back to this some other time, dude.
But yeah, so one chip challenge is coming up. Do you want to do a who lasts longer?
Bitch, please.
I'm asking.
You really think you're gonna last longer than me?
I never said that. I just asked, do you want to see who lasts longer? Do you want to make it a challenge?
Bitch, please.
I need an answer on stream.
There's no Wi-Fi's in those words. No, we're gonna follow whatever rules are in the packaging, and if there's not rules, we're gonna look up the rules for the one chip challenge. We're gonna follow those rules, because here they are. Here's yours,
Oh yeah.
and here's mine. One chip challenge this Friday at 7:30 Central U.S. time. SMG, since you're not gonna be able to catch it live, dude, you'll be able to catch it on video on demand. It'll still be up on the channel when you get back. So if you want to watch us suffer, and I don't know, I don't even know if you're a sub, but if you are, thanks, dude. You helped us get there.
Yeah, and if you want to really show your appreciation for us, you know, we're going to be put in this. This is a coffin. We're just gonna turn to ashes.
I didn't even realize it's a coffin.
So we're gonna like, this is our resting.
Don't read the thing on the back yet, Brandon. I want you to read that live on stream.
I will say this is turned your tongue blue, so I will be testing.
Yeah. So what's gonna be really cool? There's a lot of cactus over there. Cacti. A lot of cacti over there.
Oh yes, you grammar police.
But yeah.
What's the plural for deer?
Deer. Deer is plural. There's doe and buck, and deer is plural. I don't know. English is weird. Anyways, that's going to do it for us, guys. Just like I said, remember, this Friday, what is this Friday? Is it the 7th, I believe?
Yes. No, today's the 5th, 6th, 7th, yes.
So this Friday, the 7th of April, we suffer at 7:30 p.m. Central U.S. time. I hope to see you guys there. Thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you in the next one, which will be tomorrow, Ocarina of Time. Hope you're looking forward to it. Till then,
I got work.
bye, guys.
Okay.